Alright guys, so today we are showing off the new EZA STR cell who just came out on Global. If you already know what he does, feel free to skip forward in the video a little bit. If you don't, I'm going to break him down right now. His leader skill, he gives STR types 3 key and 120% stats, which is really good for like Dokkan Battlefield or something. He will actually be my secondary leader for Dokkan Battlefield. And then on super attack, he causes immense damage to enemy and raises attack and defense, very good. His passive, he gets attack plus 100% and defense plus 50% at the start of turn. And then he gets an additional 30% attack and defense if he gets 6 or more key spheres. And then all enemies get attack and defense minus 20% at the start of turn when facing 2 or more enemies. So this guy's going to be really good in like Super Battle Road with that enemy debuff. And his links, as we're about to get to, are pretty decent. He has Revival, Messenger from the Future, Big Bad Bosses, Kamehameha, Nightmare, Shocking Speed, and Fierce Battle. Overall, like having Shocking Speed, Nightmare, Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, he has a lot of good links. Messenger from the Future, you're not going to be getting very much, and Revival is pretty good in the Resurrected Warriors team, which is one of his better teams. And speaking of his teams, this guy's on 8 category teams, which is like a lot. He's on Resurrected Warriors, Androids, Transformation Boost, Time Travelers, Artificial Life Forms, Android/Cell Saga, Kamehameha, and Full Power. In this video, we're going to be showing off on Androids, which is where we are right now. We're going to be showing off on Resurrected Warriors and Full Power. So, without any further ado, we're going to be showing him off. 3, 6, okay, so this time, we are going to be getting all of the key spheres. He is linked up very well, as you can probably tell. He's linked up with a whole lot of cell units. If we get super attacked here, he could have an extremely high attack stat with like Big Bad Bosses, and he got all those key spheres. And the tech cell, don't forget, is a support type unit. Okay, so if this does like, I don't know, like 80k or more, I think we're going to get Big Bad Bosses. 120, okay. 2.5 million. We did have Big Bad Bosses there. So we're at 2.5 million right out the jump. And then we got an additional at 2.4 because obviously it only gave him the 10 key super, which did give him less of his 12 key multiplier. But either way, that's really good. He's hitting way harder than physical LR cell, by the way. My physical LR cell has no dupes. My STR cell has 2 dupes, which is something I guess I should have shown off. I did give him full additional, by the way. I know a lot of people are going to be like, why'd you do that? But I did that because, basically, he stacks attack and defense, so he's a really good unit for, like, the Legendary Goku event. So, I think I'm going to have a video out in a few days of showing him off in the Legendary Goku event. He's going to be really good over there, though. I did a showcase on this guy. Actually, no, I didn't. I thought I did a showcase on the Legendary Goku event, but I just showed him off, like, the night his details came out on JP, I showed him off. But that was not a Legendary Goku event, so never mind. 1.3 million from this free-to-play cell. I wish I used him more, because I used probably about, I don't know, 15 stones to, like, fully grind him, like, get all of his medals, raise up his super attack and everything. I grind him up, and now he's just, like, a box trophy. And I'm not saying he is a box trophy the same way that, like, you know, LR Goku is. Like, the Tech LR Goku is just a box trophy. He's not good. But this guy is decent. It's just, I don't find myself running the teams that he's on very often. So here I'm going to pick this one into Orb, and then right here we can get 6 key spheres, so he's getting that extra 30% attack and defense from his passive again. And we are going to have Big Bad Bosses active again, and this 18 in the last slot gives, what is it, like 30%? Okay, 2.7 million here, and he doesn't really have a highest attack stat, remember, because he does continuously stack up his attack and defense, but 2.7 is a really good number. I was going to say I'd like to get a rotation of him with no support on this team, but I guess it doesn't really matter which team I get it with, just because all of the teams that I'm showing him off on are 170% attack teams, so it's going to be very similar on all of those teams. I think I'm going to get one more rotation here, and then we're probably going to cut off to the Full Power / Movie Bosses team. And pretty much the main reason why I'm showing him off there is because the Full Power and Movie Bosses team are one team. You can show him off with, like, Turles. And as you know, Turles is one of the best support type units in the game. And, you know, the reason I'm showing off on the Resurrected Warriors team is because over there you can have another one of the best support type units in the game, Physical Kid Buu. So on all of his teams, he has really good support units to be around. Obviously, over here it was the Tech Cell, because the Tech Cell gives 30% stats, but he also activates a whole lot of links, which is why I showed him off here first. So just get one more attack next turn, who I think we have physical 17 there. I think next rotation I'm going to purposefully not get him the 6 key spheres, because a lot of times you're not going to be getting that. We've gotten it twice so far, but I mean, there are going to be a lot of times where you can't get that, so I don't want to just make every single one of his attack stats him having his full passive active, you know? Okay, so here we couldn't even if we wanted to. That's 3, that's 5 key spheres. So I'm just going to do that. I just realized that was not the tech cell, whatever, that is still just 5 key spheres, we're going to give him that. And we also don't have Big Bad Bosses active here, so this is going to be by far the lowest attack stat we've seen. He might even dip below 2 million. If not, it's going to be pretty close to 2 million, though. And here he's at straight up 2 million, 2.07 million. That is still a decent attack stat, considering, like, all the things that we didn't have going for him there. Now we are going to cut over to the full power / movie bosses team. We will be back in a second. Okay, so we're back here. We're on the movie bosses / full power team. This is going to be a really nice look for him. This is just first rotation we got him on, though. So, ideally here, you would have him linked up with either the Int Cell, the full power one. Well, not the full power one. We're on that team. The transforming Int Cell. Here we don't. This is just the first rotation we got. We are going to get all these orbs. I would highly recommend, if you plan on running this Cell on this team, running the STR EZA Goten is also a good idea, because he is an orb changer, and he's like pretty strong in his own right. And we did get Big Bad Bosses active here, so this will be a decent attack stat, because Goten did help us get the 6 key spheres. So let's see what we get to here. We're at 2.4 right away. Alright, so that could have been the highest attack stat we've seen if we got like Int Metal Cooler on the last spot there. So I think next rotation I'm going to float off Int Metal Cooler and see what the double support rotation looks like, and then maybe compare that to the rotation that we're going to have next time we see him, which is with the Int Cell. Because as you know, like, Cell units link up very well together, because they have, like, there are a few links they have where it's like no one else in the game other than Cell units have it. Like, Messenger from the Future, like, some units have it, but none of them that you're ever really going to run. It's one of those links where it's like, this unit would be much better if they didn't have this link, you know? Okay, so that should knock off. Yeah, okay, there went Future Gohan. And now, we actually have type advantage here. I didn't plan this out. Turles makes me angry. It just makes me upset that he can transform at all. What do I do? Okay. Here, 3, 6, we do get the orbs, but also, I'm just angry. Turles is upsetting. I think we're just gonna get the Int Metal Cooler rotation, and then we're gonna swap over to the Resurrected Warriors team, just because it would take so long to get a double support on this like team now, just because Turles transformed. Here he's all the way down to 1.8 because we don't have Big Bad Bosses. He doesn't have the 40% support. No doubles or anything. I mean, he did get a double, but no double supers is what I meant. And here's I know those weren't words that just came out of my mouth, but the thing about Turles is he doesn't even hit that much harder when he transforms, you know? Because, like, Turles last turn was over 1 million attack stat, and then he transformed, and he was only at, like, 1.3. So he doesn't hit much harder, and sure, his defense is better, but also, I'm pretty sure I gave my Turles, like, 15 dodge, so it's like, I'm not really worried about him tanking. Okay, no, I gave him full additional, actually. That's gonna make someone mad out there. But anyways, we're just going to get this rotation next turn, and then we're going to go off to the Resurrected Warriors team. I have no idea which one of these teams is going to be his best, by the way, because, like, obviously, the first one had the Tech Cell with the support type buff, so he had a lot of links active, a lot of support. Here is definitely not going to be his best. It might have been if we had gotten that same first rotation just with the Int Metal Cooler, but obviously we did not do that. Now, here I am just going to use a key item, well, I guess an orb changing item, just to get the 6 key spheres, because I want to get his full attack here. If you want to see him without, like, his full passive a lot, you're probably going to be seeing that in the video that comes out tomorrow, the day after. I don't know when it's coming out, but I'm going to do a video of this guy in the Legendary Goku event, and there we're definitely not going to be getting as many orbs as we're getting here on average, just because here we're just looking for high numbers. And in that video, we're just practically using him, you know? Like, using him how a normal person would. Because a lot of people probably wouldn't do this. Okay, so here's at 2.7. Still very, very good. We are going to hop over to the Resurrected Warriors team with Physical Kid Buu and see what numbers he could get over there. Okay, so here we are on the Resurrected Warriors team. We obviously do not have Physical Kid Buu on rotation here. That is the goal. Next rotation we're going to have him, and we're going to float him off. In a rotation of Physical Kid Buu and Metal Cooler with Big Bad Bosses active, while it would be very difficult to get, it would also get him an extremely high attack stat, probably over 3 million. I'm not going to guarantee we get that, but I'm going to try. To get that, I would definitely need to get hit hard. So, I didn't realize Kid Buu was special in this event. Whatever. Well, I guess because we're floating him off here, we do have a few extra turns to try and just get hit to where we're like 71% HP, well 81% HP, and then that way it can be easy for us to activate Big Bad Bosses mid-turn, so that way we can have both Kid Buu's passive as well as Big Bad Bosses. That is very difficult to get most of the time, so I'm not gonna like plan on it, but we'll see. Because Int Metal Cooler, before his EZA, he can get hit pretty hard, which like for what we're doing right now is actually very useful. Here, 3. That time we can only get 5. What's his defense at the start of turn? 80k. Remember, Metal Cooler before his EZA gives no defense. So that's just his defense. And then he would get 30% more if we got him the orbs. He did not. So his defense is higher than my Rainbowed Golden Frieza, which is one thing to think about. I guess it's because their I don't know why, actually. Because they both get 50% defense. And Angel Golden Frieza has a higher defensive stat. So, I'm kind of confused, but whatever. Now, I hope Metal Cooler here gets supered. It would be really, really nice if he got supered here. Nope, okay. Well, that kind of sucks. So, next rotation, we just need to not super, so that we don't finish it off, and we need to get hit really hard. Okay, nice double super here from Cell, so that'll make his attack stat slightly higher. We need to... Yeah, no one here's taking any damage at all. So we're just going to try and not super attack, which we can do here. Just boop boop. And then those tech orbs right there on the right side will be enough for him to activate his passive next turn. So I just need Super Vegito to aim all of his attacks in the front slot next turn, and we should get it probably if we put Int Metal Cooler up there. And if not, whatever. We're just trying to see a good number. Next rotation is going to be a good number. Okay. We can do this, and we'll just see what happens. So this could be good. Either way, it's going to be a good number. Here his defense is at 161,000. So that's a mix of him stacking his defense twice last turn and Physical Kid Buu giving him 50% defense. But either way, that is much higher. And remember, if he activates Big Bad Bosses, it's going to get even higher. So I don't think this is going to happen either way, to be honest, though. Because here at Metal Cooler is also getting the 50% extra defense, and he's dodging. Awesome, he didn't dodge this. I wish bosses could crit, to be honest, because this isn't going to do enough, I don't think. 121, yes it is. Okay, wait. 3.3 million attack, okay. That's pretty good. Okay, that can be the last attack stat we see in this video, actually. That's very, very good, considering, remember, my Cell is not Rainbow. My Cell has 2 dupes. So it's not like he's 55% or anything. But still, either way, 3.3 million attack is really, really good. Cell, overall, really good unit for Battlefield, really good unit for the Legendary Goku event, which we're going to see in a few days. I'm not sure how he's going to be in Super Battle Road. There might be a video on that in a few days as well. But either way, I'm thoroughly impressed with this Cell. One thing I never actually showed off is that actually with his 11 key super, he does attack the whole field, but he also does less damage. He recovers HP. I guess I should have probably shown that off, but it's a very niche thing that you're not going to see very often. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please consider leave a like, a comment, subscribing to the channel. My name has been Blah, and I'll see you guys next time.